and gentlemen, and welcome back to Football Manager 2019 with Zebu Nation. We're here with FC Cincinnati in the 2020 MLS regular season. Now, this season has gotten off to a bit of a disjointed start, mainly because of all the effort that we've put into the Champions League. North American Champions League is going on. We didn't exactly win our way into the competition, but we're taking advantage of it with a very nice run. And in fact, all that effort that we've put towards it has paid off. And we've qualified for the semifinals. We're going to be playing Cruz Azul in the semifinals. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. Today we're here to talk about the MLS season. And it is affected by this Champions League because we've played weaker teams in the MLS game so that we could put our full team forward against the Champions League sides. And that means that our MLS season has started off sort of mediocre. We're sitting here after 3 games. We got 1 win, 1 draw, 1 loss, -1 goal differential, and 4 total points. So we're not far back. We're 1 game behind most teams other than Toronto FC, who is undefeated on the season. So currently, the predictions from the MLS season preview show have come in truthfully because Toronto. I thought it was a bit of a surprise that they picked them, but I guess they're right so far. 3-0. New York Red Bull are up top currently, but that's because they've played a couple of more games and they have an extra draw against Toronto. So we'll see, as the number of games played starts to even out, we'll see who comes up on top. But anyway, the point of that is that we've got a little bit of time now to focus on MLS, and so we need to start gathering some wins. So if you take a look at the schedule, you see, that's not the schedule, that's scouting. Schedule. See, we just played our Champions League game 3 days ago, but we don't have another one until next month. So we got 4 games here to focus on MLS. 3 of them are home games. So these are going to be pretty important for us if we want to, stay in the running early in the season. So we've got Houston and Vancouver in the Western Conference, and then we've got New York and Chicago. So those are 4 fairly tough games. I don't know how Chicago is this year. Let's see. They are 6th in the league right now. They got 2 wins and 2 losses. So they could definitely be improved. But for now, we're going to focus on Houston as our first game in this little 4-game run. So let's take a look at the Dynamo. They look pretty good. Vladimir's still in goal. Viafara. Yeah. They've got Romney, one of our old players, Lundqvist, Seren, Albert Elise. Yeah, he's playing. Okay, that's good. I looked at them earlier, and they had one of their designated players. They still have their designated player. Tomas Martinez, unregistered because of salary cap issues. So Houston has some slight problems. They're going to have to do something about that. Now, we actually did a trade with them. Let me take a look at this. It was kind of a bad trade on our part, actually, but we'll take a look. Here it is. We traded Houston a 4th-round draft pick and $200,000 in allocation money for their international slot. Now, I traded that because there were some international players I wanted to go after, but I should have made the signings first and then went and got the international slot instead of the other way around, because it turns out that the international players don't want to come here because we got salary issues of our own. Not salary cap issues, but payroll issues. We're over our payroll, and again, the board is not having it for us to spend more than what we're allotted. So any international players that we try to bring in, they all look at our payroll and say, you don't have enough money to sign us. So if we're going to make any further signings, it's going to have to be from players within MLS because they got no choice but to come and play for us once we acquire their rights. So, yeah, financial issues are finally starting to catch up with MLS teams after this off-season of wild spending because of all the allocation money that we were given. Now the chickens are coming home to roost, as they say, so we'll see. That means Houston is going to be one less player worth of trouble for us, so we'll see how that works out. Martinez, not registered. All right, let's get to the match preview. We are 6-4 favorites. Houston has won 2 of the previous 3 meetings, so they have gotten the better of us since we started this save. They got 1 player away on international duty. Dave Romney is out with a cold, so Houston's defense could be very much in trouble. We shall see. Cabrera is still there, top goal scorer. We're playing at Nippert Stadium. 22,441 tickets sold. Breezy and 59 degrees. That's fine. Let's go. Team selection. We'll submit that team and proceed to the match. So we got a few substitutes in there. Basically, I looked at the medical center and I said, who's got some injury susceptibility? We'll take them out and put in some new players. So we got Stefan in goal, Nuhu, Wilson, Glad, Aguirre, pretty much our new standard defense in there. Richie Salvador is in at the midfield for Akechi. Akechi had some susceptibility, so we took him out. Philippe is still there. Look at this. Strong on the right-hand side, who is our highest average rated player. Who knew? 1 appearance, 1 start, and 1 substitution. He's got 2 assists and a 7.5 rating. You know, this is a guy that we're trying to actually move on because he's not going to improve very much over what he is now. He's like, his top end is like a 2-star player. So, I mean, maybe we could keep him around as just a guy to have on the bench, but, you know, I'm trying to see if we can trade him or, you know, just get him out of here in some way, shape, or form. But maybe we shouldn't. If he's playing this well, we'll keep him. DeVries on the left, Acosta in the middle, and Przbilko up top because, again, Adi had a little bit of injury susceptibility. So for Houston, they're pretty much going with what we thought they would. Vladimir, Lundqvist, Viafara. Looks like Donovan and Leonardo in at defense. Harvey, some sort of rookie or regen, is in at the midfield. 17 years old. Must be an academy player. 12 first touch, 12 passing, 13 vision. A little bit of a playmaker there in the middle. We'll see how the 17-year-old does today. Kyoto Al-Badawi. Look at that. One of our former players in there. 28 years old. Played for Cincinnati back in 2018. Then we traded him to Real Salt Lake. Sorry about that, buddy. But at least he got into MLS. And then Elise on the right and Manotas up top. So still a pretty good side for Houston, even though they have a little bit of financial difficulty going on at the time. How much of a boost is Dave Romney's absence? And we'll let the assistant talk about that. So there we are, Nippert Stadium. Decent crowd. Could be better, but, you know, for a midweek game against Houston, it's a pretty good crowd. I'll take it. So we're going with the strategy that helped us in the Champions League, the tactics of the reverse Z formation. Hopefully that continues to be a good strategy for us because we don't have a lot to fall back on, honestly. Last version of FM18. Oh, here we go. Glad sends it forward to Acosta. Let's see if he can make a play. He's got 3 midfielders. He goes right around all 3 of them. It takes a long, wild shot. I don't know about that. Houston's got to do something about their midfielders. They were all just standing around in a little huddle. But anyway, in FM18, we had it worked out a little bit better. Oh, boy. Okay, we're back. Wilson looking to settle it down a little bit. Richie Salvador's got a lot of space. He chooses to pass it. And that turned out to be a bad idea. Elise has it. He's trying to go around Richie. Yikes. Yikes. So our young midfielder made a mistake. Turnover turns into a goal. I mean, he had so much space. He should have just ran into it, but instead, he tries to tackle Elise, and he does a perfect pass back line to Manotas. All right, so we're down 1-0. And like I was saying, we don't have many options because in FM18 we had several options, several different tactics that we like to use. I haven't really discovered many, I haven't really tried many in FM19. And we've moved back to a little bit more of a, I don't know what to call it, a compromised system. We're not going all out attack like we were last year. We're not necessarily all out defense or possession or anything. We're just sort of trying to do a little bit of everything, and maybe that's not so good. So we're closing into halftime. I think we might need to make some changes at halftime. So far, we've had to make adjustments in a lot of different games, and those adjustments have helped in a bunch of games. But the fact that we're going down early, we're missing tackles here. Al Badawi puts the move. There's Elise. Donovan sends one forward. Stefan is there, though. It was a very interesting attempt. Going to play it out of the back here. Glad. Philippe. Salvador. What are you doing with it? All right, he's going to get it out wide. DeVries, there we go. That's the man we want with the ball. Diving into the middle. Gets it forward. Przbilko through one man. Can't finish. Here we go. DeVries with the corner. This is what we need to generate some goals. Nope, not that. That was terrible. What kind of play was that? It's definitely not our new play. Here we go. DeVries on the free kick now. Sends one in. Headed out. And here comes Houston maybe on the counterattack. They're slowing it down. They are definitely slowing it down. Wow, well, I take it back. They slow it down and then bomb it forward to Manotas. He tries to cross, but there's nobody there. He's all alone. This is a weird highlight, man. This is like end-to-end, goal line to goal line highlight. Here's DeVries again. Gets past one man at midfield. Gets tackled. Nice tackle there. And Houston now starts the other way. What is happening? What's going on? Elise just dribbling through everybody on the defense. Good tackle by Acosta, but it goes to Kyoto. Houston retains possession. Saran is going to take a long shot. It goes wide, thankfully. Now, the good news is we're not getting so many wide open shots against Zach Stefan, so he might have a chance of having a little bit better goalkeeper rating this year. Maybe we have a chance of getting a couple of shutouts. I don't know. We'll see. We managed a shutout against in the Champions League. I've already forgotten who we played, but we did manage a shutout, so it is possible. Let's see. Show me something else in the second half. There we go. Speaking of showing something else, let's look at the tactics. In possession, we're working the ball in the box. I don't know that I necessarily like that. We'll, we'll boost it up a little bit, and then out of possession, we will do the tighter marking, and we'll just start there. Okay, start second half. So we're going to go a little bit more aggressive in the second half. See if we can't get that goal back. That would be nice. Both had 8 shots on target. We had 62% possession. Clock is cruising by now. 52, 53. Here we go. Al-Badawi with a free kick. Drops it off to Lundqvist. Gets it back. That was an interesting play, I guess. Need to go back to the training grounds. Fellas, work on that one. Oh, Richie Salvador almost gets a steal at midfield. That would have been an interesting fast break. But Houston retains possession. Gets it to Elise. Al-Badawi. Just keep missing tackles in the midfield. 53 minutes in. I think at 60 minutes might bring some players in. Seren, Al-Badawi. They are trying to work it into the box. Menotes, Al-Badawi. Stick with him. Elise is going to take a shot. He's wide open. Woof. I guess that deflected off of Stefan. Went ricocheting into the crowd, about the 20th row. They're going to get a corner out of it. Seren sends it back post. Header wide. Okay. Some long highlights in this game. I don't know what's going on. Looks like they're trying to hit us on the counterattack. Yeah. Seems to be what they like doing. All right. 60 minutes. Let's bring in Akechi for Salvador, who's not playing particularly well. Tony Strong also ruining that rating of his. Bring in Kiri Shelton. And then, if nothing happens, if we can't generate a goal, then we'll bring in Adi for Przbilko. Here we go. Looks like they've changed to a short passing style. Tactics. Out of possession. Okay, here we go. Stefan. Let's get a goal. Let's get a goal, boys. Here's Glad. Cross midfield to Philippe. Out wide, near side. Kiri Shelton. Kiri Shelton with a little bit of a redemption story this year. Shelton sends it in. Przbilko. He's skied over the goalkeeper, but unable to get his header to go. I wish his heading and finishing was a little better. I think if those were a little better, he'd be like an all MLS player. Right now, not so much. In fact, he's still sitting there in 6.3. We're going to bring in Adi and see what Adi can do. They bring in Benny Feilhaber. 80 minutes. Adi now comes in. Here we go. Throw in Nuhu. Far sideline. Gets it to Acosta. Back to Nuhu. Akechi. So we've got our full starting lineup in now. DeVries, let's see if they can get him going forward. No, Adi goes forward, but he might have been offside there. Highlight continues, though. So something tricky is going to happen. Nuhu heads it, gets it to Akechi. I thought that was going to be a turnover, but no, there's the turnover. Donovan has it for Houston. We're going to put on the pressure, though. Viafara sitting on it. Doesn't really have a lot of good places to go, so he bombs it forward. Menotes on the run behind the defense. Stefan with a stop. So they definitely are trying to catch us on the counterattack, and they did a little bit there. But Stefan was up to the challenge. Here's Feilhaber. Loops one in. Stefan again. All right, boys. 83 minutes. Let's get that goal we need. Akechi out wide. Aguirre on the... Oh, boy, Aguirre. What was that? Tried to lay it forward to Shelton, but Shelton was making a run. All right, we retain possession at midfield. Akechi gets it forward to Acosta. This is what we want. Acosta going towards goal. Long shot wide. ...84 minutes, 85. Houston now free kick, Fellhaber. They're trying this one again with Al-Badawi. Sort of the slowest trick play in history. They get it out wide to Kyoto, who is wide open for some reason. Both teams with 16 shots, 15 fouls. We got 60% possession. 3 minutes of stoppage time, minute and a half, a minute, 30 seconds. This is the last highlight. Aguirre with a throw-in on the near side. Shelton gets it to Acosta. Back to Shelton. It's stolen by Fellhaber. Al-Badawi gets it downfield, and this will probably be the end of the game. Manotas out wide to Elise, who can't catch up to it. 10 seconds to go. And there's full time. Okay. 1-0 loss. Again, this is my fear. That we're not going to be able to score any goals. All right, so we're going to pause it here, come back for the next game. Vancouver. You know, we're going to stick with it, okay? We're not going to go crazy and change a bunch of things because right now our players aren't really that familiar with the system or with each other. So maybe as we start to get more familiar, start building up some partnerships, then we'll start, you know, playing better and scoring more goals and stuff. So we'll see. No panic. We're just not going to panic. That's it. All right. Pause. Okay, we are back for game number 2 today. Here it is. Vancouver versus Cincinnati. Up there, a BC place. 19,000 tickets sold out of 54,000. So there's going to be quite a few empty seats. Yeah, let's just get on with it. Let's go. Let us get in there. Tilt is out on international duty, so we're going to have to change him out. And also, Zach Steffen out, international duty. See you later. So that gives Hudson a chance to get in there on goal and gives one of our reserve here. Let's bring in Richards. Why not? He can go in there, reserve defense, and then likewise, we need one of our reserve keepers, Zendejas. There you go, congratulations. Welcome to the second team. I think we can now bring Akechi back in the starting lineup. Can also bring Shelton back into the starting lineup, and Adi as well. So we have our full and usual starting lineup. Actually, let's put Akechi back at his normal position, which is roaming playmaker. There we go. Z formation in full effect. Let's go. Okay, we're going to try to get out to a better start this game and hopefully score some goals and not just play for a draw. Okay, I just skipped over that. That's fine. Let's go. Kick off. Glorious BC place with all the empty seats. Hooray. All right, let's go. Like I said before, we're going to, have some patience. We're going to try to not overreact to not scoring goals and, fall into our bad habits that we generated last season. Hopefully it works out well. Let's see. Let's take a look at Vancouver here. Marinovic in goal. Juarez, Watson, Henry, Andruskevicius. I used to know how to pronounce that name, but I don't anymore. Gazul, Chani, Philippe, Brazilian. Yep, 29 years old. Teixeira, Shea, Asperilla is overwhelmed. 27-year-old American. Only 10 finishing. This guy's very average other than pace and flair. Technique, I guess. But other than that, this guy is captain average. Not a lot in the way of highlights going on here. 1 shot to 10. We've got 11 shots now. 5 on target, and yet no highlights. Ridiculous. Got to fix this corner play. I'm not sure what's going on with this corner defense. Teixeira, Gazul, Deflected goal. Not happy about that. Why he goes over to the Cincinnati section, I don't know. Should have gone the other way, my man. Let's check this out. No, I thought maybe they had one guy offside, but turns out no, just a deflection shot. So again, we go down early. Here they are again. Vitus centers it to Cincinnati. Out wide now to Juarez. He's going to move down the field. Gets tackled by DeVries. Nice tackle. Let's settle down there, DeVries. See what are we doing here. He's just going to take it and run with it. Drops it off to Akechi, who's going to ponder life as he gets ready to pass it. Acosta now moving forward. Out wide, near side to Shelton on the run. Good pass. Shelton looking. He sends it in. Adi over the goal. Come on, man. We're not connecting on our headers this year. We're getting them in there, but it's just they're not going down. Here's another highlight, though. Nuhu gathers it in at midfield. Moving it forward. DeVries now cuts inside. Drops it back to Acosta. Acosta charging to the semicircle. He takes the shot. Deflected by Marinovic. Out for a corner. Let's see if we can get a nice special teams goal here. This would be lovely. Akechi sends one in. Nope. Chani heads it out, but DeVries is going to gather it in. Takes it out wide himself. Drops it back to Nuhu. And there ends the highlight. Adi's booked, so we'll tell him to ease off tackles. That's no problem. 38 minutes. Costa's a little anxious. Costa hasn't played too well this year. At least he hasn't been sort of the, leader on the field that we really wanted. Again, he's getting used to his new teammates and all that stuff. So hopefully by mid-season or so, he'll be in better form. We've got to start playing better in the first halves of games. Dressing room. Assertive. Show me something else. Let's go. All right, boys. All right, let's just... Shelton down the far sideline. See if we can get an early highlight. That would be nice. He's going to win a throw-in. Anything going to come from this? Doesn't look like it. Clock's rolling. Throw-in near side for Vancouver. Juarez gets it on the sideline. Trying to build up the attack is Vancouver. Philippe has it forward. Asparilla. Teixeira out wide. He takes the shot, a bending shot. Can't quite put enough English on it to get it on net. 17 shots, 6 on target, and yet we're down 1-0. That's just how it goes, apparently. What are we doing tactics-wise? Playing for set pieces, slightly shorter passing. Take that off. We'll go hit early crosses. Let's try to get a little bit more aggressive here. Should encourage our players to play short passing play. We were just doing that, and although we had possession and we were getting shots, we're down. We need to be a little bit more aggressive. Here we go. Akechi sends one in. Shelton with a header. DeVries backside. Easy goal. Easy layup. There we go. As soon as we turn off play for set pieces, and suddenly we get a set piece goal. Akechi heads it in there, sends it in there. Shelton, great header. DeVries, perfect position at the back post, just like we practice it. There we go. We get the equalizer. Now let's see if we can get the winner. Ratings-wise, we're looking fairly okay, except for Acosta. 6.4. Might take him out. You know, nobody's too precious not to get taken out. Here's DeVries. Forward, Adi on the run. Adi with the shot. There we go, boys. Now we're talking. All right. Now we are talking. Now we can, ease it back. Let's try to keep possession. Wait a minute. Let's edit that. What did I do? In possession. No more hitting early crosses. Okay. There we go. Now we'll just try to run out the clock. 2-1. Learn from our mistakes of last year. Try not to get 65 goals scored against us, and maybe come away with a few more boring wins, I guess. But wins nonetheless. Because we're basically trying to win 2 competitions simultaneously, so we have to be a little smarter about it. Trying to win Champions League and MLS the exact same time. We'll see if that works out. Here's Aguirre with a throw-in. Has to drop it back to Philippe. Bad header there by Philippe. And now Vancouver's trying to build the attack. They get it forward. Looks like Glad's on the run. He gets it to Hudson, who just boots it. Turnover. Philippe gets it out wide to Chichera. He's got Shea off the post. Aguirre wins it, but he fails to clear it. Shelton. Acosta's got plenty of room. Let's go. He's on the run. The little guy. And then he turns it over. Still have 27 shots. It's ridiculous. 11 on target. 87 minutes. Teixeira sends one in. Nuhu heads it out. But they're going to get a second chance here. Philippe has it. Vancouver's trying to get back in position. Sending it out wide. Back post to Shea. They get the equalizer. Was he offside? Yeah, he was offside. Here it is. Here's the review. Yes, indeed, he's offside. Get out of here. Good call, Mr. Assistant Referee. Way to go. Bringing it up to the VAR. Here we go. 10 seconds left. DeVries sends one in. Shelton's going to recover this one. It looks like we're going to sneak out of here with a 2-1 victory on the road. DeVries has it. Centers it. And there it is. Full time. Got a little lucky with the VAR there. But we'll take it. On the road, we shall definitely take it. So another comeback. I guess we'll be calm about it. I don't know. Brilliant comeback. Let's go. Get out of here. So again, slow start. Make some changes. And things go well. So at least the guys are, responding when we make changes. So that's good. DeVries shines. Praise his performance. Superb with the number of chances. There we go. Thanks, boss. How are we looking dynamics-wise? Average match cohesion, so we're coming up there. Good locker room atmosphere. I guess that's good. Hierarchy. 4 players oppose us. What is this? Ketchy, Shelton, Brzbilko, and Tilt. Why would they oppose us? What's that all about? Negative, Brzbilko. Pleased to be in the locker room's core social group, but recognizes he has little presence within it. What does that got to do with me? Why would you oppose me? Social groups? Happiness? Is there something wrong with happiness? There's some content, some slightly content. Nobody's angry or anything. So I don't know what it is. I can't remember the last time I had a player who opposed me. I don't know. it's been several versions of FM, since I've had a player oppose me. So I don't know what I did to make these guys unhappy. I must have said something in a press conference or something. I don't know. We'll see if we can smooth that out, though. We're saving the game here. This is a bad time for that because now I got to vamp and I got to, because I just want to end. I just want to end the recording, but I can't while we're saving. All right, so there we go. Where does that put us in terms of competitions? Brings us up into 6th place after 5 games. So we got 7 points now, so that's, pretty good. 4 points, right, is what we got today. No, we lost to Houston. Yeah, we did lose to Houston. I thought we came back and got a draw, but that was just in my imagination, apparently. So we got 3 points. 1 win, 1 loss. We'll see if we can do better next time when we play New York and Chicago. So until then, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.